Drake haven't did a bad feature that I've known about yet.
He makes music that we like. Isn't that the purpose of this song?
He is the most versatile, like adaptable, like to whatever sound they can do.
It's time to be honest. Drake is a better lyricist than your favorite lyricist.
He's all hip hop Michael Jackson right now. Cash got a little Stockholm syndrome, man.
What would you say that?
Man, a certain artist that had the game on hold, on lock, ever since he done said that, hey, I'm dropping top of the next at the top of next year. Drake done finally came out with this, man. And as much as I'm upset that he done held off like all this music, he come out and drop this immaculate 3-pack. I can't hate, man. I can't hate. I'm not gonna be everybody.
This is a change of pace. Yeah. You're not a Drake hater. You appreciate him for what he does well, but I didn't see this. I didn't see this coming.
Man.
I didn't see this coming.
Man.
So Scary Hours 2.
Scary Hours 2.
Drop, surprise drop. You know, Elliot Wilson, of course, let us know, a day or two before it was supposed to drop. And it was highly anticipated. We didn't know how many songs we were gonna get. With Dark Lane demo tapes was a full body of Lucy's that he wasn't ever gonna put out, collected together, and I thought we was gonna get something like that. But in a year, in times of these EPs and fast, microwave dinner type EPs, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Scary Hours 2, dope shit.
It's nice, man. 3 songs, immaculate. On each one of the songs. I was saying, like, I think I was talking to you, when I was talking earlier, I was just like, man, the Drake, for the type of artist he is, man, and the level that he didn't predict, he didn't got to, is he the most adaptable, like,
Swiss Army knife. It's Swiss Army knife,
like,
for sure.
I have not heard Drake have a bad feature.
Not at all.
Or even was when he bring in somebody to feature. Like, it's not a bad song that he makes with those people, man. Like, it's just always good music. Consistency.
And guys show up when they come to play with Drake. You know what I mean? For sure. Like, they know they can't slack. It's one of those things to where, like, if this does come out, I need to put my best foot forward. So I'm gonna start with we gonna get to Lemon Pepper Wings freestyle. Okay, that's a whole nother animal. But the first, and of course, this is gonna be fan out Drake time. I don't care. We are fans. When he puts out something good, we gonna champion it. When it's bad, we gonna say it's bad. But in this instance, if you in for the Drake love affair, stick around. If you're not, stick around as well. But it's gonna be hard when you listen to the music to hate on this guy. But the first person I want to give they flowers for getting better and better as every time I listen to him is Lil Baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that once he went into that rapid mode on the latter half of his verse, I'm like, what is Baby doing at this point? Like, and he's spitting. Like, there's no way you can deny it. I don't care if you were a boom bap rap. I don't care if you were lyricist. That kid was doing his damn thing on this one, man. So I probably rewinded that track. I mean, the first one is what it is as far as on the Scary Hours. What's next is what it is. I get it. It's minimalist Drake to me as far as just a lot of catchphrases, just saying shit that make you feel poor, but you're really not in real life. But, it's like little things like that. But at the same time, I rock with the first track for what it is. That's something I'm easily going to throw on in whatever mood I'm in, particularly just riding around music, like you said, or the gym.
Was that the one where he was like, "Hey, I sent my baby mom the child support check. She sent me back a heart emoji."
I don't remember that on that song. I remember hearing it on it, but I don't remember if it was What's Next.
I just know that I was like, whoa.
Nah, I just remember him, just kind of going through. I just had sex, okay, da 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 da. Okay, like that was like that rhyme pattern. Or whatever, just basically telling people, like, I'm not going to pop out and tell you what I'm doing all the time. Yeah. Like, you going to hear my life when I drop drop the
Yeah,
music
it
as
was
you
that
should.
song then where he talked about I just sent her the child support. She sent me back a heart emoji. So do she love me? Do she love my money? I think that's what he was kind of insinuating.
Hey man,
But it don't matter. I'm doing good.
but it sound playful and happy. You know what I mean? It still don't sound like he going through it. Like, all right, I signed the check. I'm Drake. I got it. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, man, back to the little baby, man. Like typically on the latter half of Lemon Pepper Wings, and I'll compare and contrast real quick. So give me a second. The thing I want to say is he let Lil Baby go off, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't about to let Ross go off. Like it was just one of those things. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you this, baby, because I'm gonna let you shine on this one. But the next one, he came back and overdid it, and I was like, oh shit, he's still rapping and he's still talking this greasy talk. Yeah. Man, boy, like that Lemon Pepper freestyle was just one that, it just got mad play.
The little baby, when he came out and say, I look like a goat.
And then he calling out hits.
Yeah.
He calling out hits on his phone while he take care of his kid. Yeah. That was hard.
Man, he has some bars up there, man. Like that. Hey, man, like I'm glad that he gave him that opportunity to shine on that. You know what I mean?
He one of the best young dudes doing it right now, hands down.
And like I said, Drake haven't did a bad feature that I've known about yet that I can call out the top of my head. Like he is the most versatile, like adaptable, like to whatever sound they can do. Got to be something to be said about that, right?
Yeah, is that a bad thing? No. Is that a bad thing for you, that for him to be able to perform, even with all of the BS from the past, the ghost ride and all that, but his presence on the track is felt every single time that he comes to the table, and I really can't hate on
that's what I'm gonna get on. Like when you talk about the ghost riders and all this little stuff, like it's been a ton of other people that hadn't had ghost riders and everything, but they haven't made consistently good music like Drake has. So I mean, it has to be something that's got to be said about just him, the way his character, his vocals, everything over a song, that carries it. Like he is unique in that sense.
Everything
I think we ain't gonna appreciate it until
everything
later
is
on.
pristine. Everything is pristine. It's on point. Production, his voice, how they do things, and OVO. It's like a hit factory at this point, and they know his sound, so he doesn't deviate too much from it. He does try different beats, but
he's all hip hop Michael Jackson right now.
Hey. Hey, that's a bar right there, man. That's a bar right there. He is, and you can't hate him for that. And here's the thing. I was talking to a friend, and I'm not gonna name that friend, but I'm gonna send this clip directly to you because you know who you are when you receive it. He was trying to talk me down about the Drake. I know you ain't gonna say to Drake about what you're listening to this weekend. You're damn right I'm gonna say to Drake. Why? Like, it's time to be honest, and I think Ransom tweeted this recently. It's time to be honest. Drake is a better lyricist than your favorite lyricist.
Yeah,
it's time to admit it. Like when he get into that Lemon Pepper freestyle and all the other things that him and Ross have done, Aston Martin music. I went back to that title playlist and that shit was fire, by the way.
He got the one that we quote the most when you're talking about she wasn't with you in the gym.
Come on, come on, man. He got talked to too, as well as Meat with everything that went on. So he got talked to by Vanessa as well. Hey man, relax. But what I'm saying is, the dude delivers every time him and Ross come together. Every time that it's album time and it's go time, you cannot hate on that man for the success that he enjoys because he makes music that we like. Isn't that the purpose of this all?
Yeah.
Is to make music that's jamming and palatable for any and everybody?
Yeah. I think that's the whole point of it, right?
I want to be heard by as many people in the world as I can be heard by. Why is that a bad thing?
I don't think it is. I'm off of it. I'm off of it. Like when he was younger, you talking about like, oh, he was making all the little crooning songs and all this. Like he's singing more than he's rapping. But no, Drake got enough body of work out there where he done rapped, where he done sung, where he did a mixture of both.
And he
done spawned like a whole new subgenre of hip hop, basically. You know what I mean? Even in R&B, he done got it over there with Bryson Tiller. Like all of them can equate their style to a Drake-esque type style.
For sure. And with that said, there's a lot of things to be said for how he switches it up, and how if you like him for the rapping ability and that's it, and you don't really care for his sing-songy things, which I think you may be lying to a certain
It's impossible.
It's impossible because I mean, you just can go to Take Care. You can go to all the albums, but the reason why Take Care sticks out is because there's a lot of songs that were on there that when you was out and about, you was partying, you was in catching the vibe, and you wasn't trying to hear lyrical Drake. You was just trying to hear some good tunes. That was the soundtrack to a lot of cats' life during that time frame. If you're reading this, it's too late. So on and so forth. Like the jam-a-lambs that he got are undeniable from the simple standpoint of I don't want to hear lyrical, miracle, spiritual. But when you do rap, it has to be at an elite level. And he does that. He does a good mixture of it. You might not ever get a full rap album from him.
No.
Because it doesn't cater to what he does best,
And
which is
I don't think that
both.
would like he gonna lose sales off that. Like, why would you? And like I said, he don't do any of the other stuff bad. He don't. So is it not what I want to hear at that particular moment? Maybe. Hey, if you go back to that what was the last album that I said?
Dark Lane demo tapes.
Yeah. I was just like, oh man, I'm not feeling that. And was on shuffle. Came back 3 months later. Well, I'm in a different mood. It was a good album.
But it speaks to sequencing too, right? Like I remember, I think one of our man, I think it was B. Russ, or it was maybe it was King James, that he was like, I'm not really into sequencing that much. But you listen to an album on shuffle, and had a totally different outlook when you listen to it, how the artist intended for it to be. And that's the only reason why in our other video, if you want to read the criteria for a classic, not read, but listen and watch what's the criteria for a classic album, the 5 things that we put out there, is because sequencing does matter. How you first receive an album is typically how much you're going to go back to it or have a memory of it. Then, of course, you'll pick up your favorite song. So I just wanted to clear that up, but I was just saying, that part right there.
Yeah, because I was dejected. I got like the songs I didn't want to hear. I think it was probably the crooning songs that he was doing early on. When I put it on shuffle, I got 3 of those. And I'm like, this is this type of Drake album I don't want to hear. Versus when I went back and listened to it other time, I'm like, oh no, he rapping.
Yeah. So if you can't tell, we really rock with Scary Hours too. I would say Prez more than likely was upset with Drake not dropping and holding the game hostage. That was your exact words, right?
He's still doing it, man. Like he gave us this, and now it's gonna have everybody even more scared.
It's not time.
Bro, did you hear that? Every song on that was fire. Like, I am not dropping till Drake drop.
It's not time, man. It's not time. It's not time, man. I mean, Cass is gonna drop, but I think he's really holding out till when the world as a whole opens up a little bit more. And I think this summer it will. I don't think it'll get to the point of touring. I know I saw some rumblings of that with Rock Nation and kind of putting that out there with possible spots opening up. But I think as a whole, it ain't happening this summer. But I think the world is going to open up in terms of a little bit more we can do, a little bit leeway, with things and people getting vaccinated. So I think this spring, this summer, the Drake album's coming, man.
We getting done with this. I had this song, this 3-pack, on repeat for like 3 hours on Friday while I'm like sitting around playing. Like, and didn't get old to me. Like, just those 3 songs, just hearing them over and over again, man. It was just like, man,
they were that fire. I must admit, I did the same thing, and I'm like, am I doing too much right now?
Yeah, well, I had to ask myself the same thing. I was just like, hey, man, like, I done played this nonstop. Am I overdoing it? No, it was what I needed to hear.
Woke up the next morning, took a shower, played it again. enjoyed it that much more. So, hey, there's not enough good things I can say about Scary Hours too, man. And again, man, I'm a fan of all types of hip hop, and he does the hip hop I like as well, man. So shout out to Drake for giving us a little jolt in the game. We wanted the album, but we'll take what we can get. Anyway, we understand the business aspect of it all. Well, some people do.
Drop the damn album.
That's what's up, man. So Scary Hours 2, check it out, man. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We don't beat the YouTube algorithms without it. We don't beat them without it. So we appreciate y'all watching, man. Let us know what you think about Scary Hours 2 in the comments, man. Let us know, man. For more episodes, catch us on Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Spotify, SoundCloud, and wherever else you listen to your favorite podcasts.